Hi, ladies and gentlemen, landlord in the house. Ladies. Oh, water come back. Before me let that to the water down. Bless up on yourself. All the good mothers in the house, bless up on yourself. All the mothers were done as Lady V. Never want to say that. Promise not to say that. Uno come. No one reason we don't know, just reach home. I tell us I have places to go and this and that and tell her. Hey! Bless up my family them. What them got eat? Roots 21 or something like that. Yeah. Me not eat out, so me never eat. Now me just reach home, me look about something. Big up the merchant them. Alright. Big up on yourself. But for tonight, me come to talk about the workless mother them. If you're a workless mother, please don't join the life. Because no matter what happens to you in life, you must never use your child as your picnic as a cash cow. No. So when you have to come out and talk about 50-year-old, these people come out and they speak like, hey, when you're 50-year-old and over, is this and that. When you're 50-year-old and 40 and 10 and 5, once you're a mother, ladies and gentlemen, act as a mother. Until this blessed day, some of us have children's. Picnic them where I cry out to where we now look. Cause you know what? We feel like we're bigger than that. We feel like the picnic have no talk. So even though they cry out to us, even on our lives, and say, where were you? What are you doing? You're not responding to that. The most thing you're responding to is other people's business. We have some of those dirty bloggers out here as women who want to empower other women. Come here, ladies. This is the empowerment that you ladies want. Come. We don't want to hear somebody come out here and speak, or we don't want to see action. There's a young lady out there who is crying for justice. We know that Facebook, and when you're searching for love, where you never find from your 9-year-old, you will search for it for the rest of the time on this earth. All we know is we are borrow the earth. We are here till a certain time that we leave. And if you are going to sit on this earth, when you become a mother, you have to understand that you take up a job. This is not education. Motherhood is not about education. Motherhood is about feelings. Do you love me or not? Yeah. Don't make these so-called people come out and give you guys any big words. So, whether you're 50, 30, 40, 10, 5, many of us parents before couldn't read and write. But some give way, like how Miggy way, and grew up in a market. But what about these ladies that grow up with their parents. Yeah. And when they grow up, they come out to be this thing. They don't come out to be ladies, they becomes this thing. Parenting is not about who can read and write. Parenting is about love. Yes. Parenting is more about love, care. Not about money. Not about who have more subject. But parenting is about love. Yes. You don't come out and say all these things. We are speaking. We're at my behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, be fair with me. You have a daughter or a son at 9 years old, and something happened, molested by another girl, another boy, or anything. They've been crying out for years. And you always, you are not giving a listening ears to this. Come on, we are going to be parent here. You are more giving a listening ears to what other people say. You're more giving a listening ears how many subjects I have. You're more giving a listening ears who can hear me that I can downgrade other mothers who done better than me. 9-year-old, ladies and gentlemen, please, please. I am also a victim. At 9-year-old, you are not a victim at yourself, but I am telling you, as a victim myself, I know what it is at 9-year-old to get closure to what happened to me. And I would like you to listen to a mother who had many subjects, who have many degrees like motivation speaker, counselor, married to a lawyer. People called her at her house to counsel other people picnic. That's your child. Your picnic have a problem. And you call this particular counselor to counsel this child. I would like you to sit and think to yourself. She can tell you anything, but this is the background of the counselor. Please do listen carefully. What happened? And never address it. And that's 9. Take 9 from 23. Help me with that, because you know me dunce. Would have said 10 from 23, leave 13. And we want 9, so it would have leave 12 years. And you never can come out and speak to your own family, your own belly pain, and say, I don't know if it's your 2 brothers. Well, if you check it out, it could never be your 2's, but there is this happen. But every time you can come on and speak to ladies like this. This is your opinion to other people. Please listen.
Are you telling me that we, the 50-year-old women, who may be thinking we have 20 to 30 years ahead of us, should waste that time being petty, body shaming females? Who no shape good, who look good, who ugly, who bend, who twist, who this, who for frack, who for... Now. And are you saying to me that we, these grown tail female, grown women. And with growth comes maturity that should know better and could do better if they want, but love ugly. But just love someone to push them in a direction to say, oh, are you lady be a talk? Go. And then you say, oh, me think of me. Somebody say, oh, yeah, she fling shade. That shade have a post. And post take it up. I fear shade that. Post, you love problem. Post, you love problem. Rat, you love problem. Cat, you love problem. Cow, you love problem. Goat, you love problem. Sheep, you
No. This is a lady that have many subjects, as you all know. Know a lot of distant words to put together and social media. Bash oofs to whoever she want. But there is 12 years of cry. Please, people, listen carefully to the cry. And I will play this. This is her daughter crying out for help. But she knows everybody's business, but not hers. Let me look. Listen carefully. I did not make this video. Her daughter make this. Please. Do spare time with me. Remember, I have no subject, so take time with me and I will get the video to you.
Was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9. But, they say things happen in life, and you just gotta tug, just gotta be a thug. You just gotta tug it out and don't cry about it, you see? And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up brothers. I had two brothers. My two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up with sexual trauma. So then when I became 18 and then I got raped, it triggered me all over again, and I just dropped out of school. I just drop out of the college. I cut off my ear. And
let's take a stop there.
But
now, people, with this lady with all this calabra, make we turn him, me a turn in a patwa. This lady that had so much to say about other people, shouldn't this lady been taking care of her daughter? She can come on social media. If this lady did come out and be an advocate for women like me who was sleeping in the market, including her daughter, but she's such a shame to speak where she were at 9 years old. You really want to take advice from this woman? Audience, help me. Comment in the comment section if you really want to take advice from this lady. This one was like a couple years last year. Now I have another one to show, but not at the moment. We will listen to this lady. And
love problem. You love problem. Because all that is telling me at this time
is the mother.
That you don't think for yourself, and you never listen things for yourself, to analyze for yourself. So you allow someone else to analyze things for you, package it and give it to you, and then you say, this is my opinion. That is not your opinion. Because if I come out here tonight and I say the clutcher from Atlanta will take clothes, my name never saw on platform come out here. Because that platform do not identify as clutcher, that thief closes store.
I want you to help me with this. Where does this woman that comes out and said that I am a woman empowerment, I can counsel your children, I can counsel you from any problem that you're in? People of social media, I want you to give this Jamal subject woman, or think within yourself, I am the Jamal subject. Is this a motherhood? Where does this mother find time in people's business when she have all of this to dealt with? Where does she find any time at all to counsel your child, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your father, or anything at all? Does this woman can counsel when she had her own counsel at home and will never do it? Let's get off a bit and go back to this. She was doing a live. At this moment, before everybody find out that this is her only daughter that is crying out for help, this is where people never even know. She act like she never see it. Let's take a look at a live that this lady does. And her daughter was inside the live crying out for mommy's help. But at the moment, nobody knows that this young lady was the daughter of this woman. What did she did? She act like she never see this lady, young lady, in all her life. At the moment in time, social media have never known that Tenille was the daughter of Lady V. And she sat there in the live. She sat there. And she never turned the black of her eye or even mentioned that the lady in the comment was her daughter. This is the type of people that is here. And I will prove it to you all. Now, this is a comment. If you look good, this is Lady V's life. Tenille Purcell is her daughter. She was speaking. If you look at the bottom comment, Lady V, you don't have to tell these people nothing. Look at Tenille been playing to her mom. That's before we even know of Tenille. She was on the live at all time playing to mommy. But mommy was never even saying, she act like this was somebody else's child. Look at it. It's a long time ago. Lady V, come out and explain to the people, when did your daughter comment on this live? I can show the date and time, but I won't. I want to see if you were a liar. At this time, you were out here shouting at everybody. That time we never know, see, I saw you mix up because you come that distant. People, I don't know if you can read this. Read it properly. And you act like you never know this woman from the day you was born. How did you do it? After you have 9 months craving for something, some white chalk stone, some flour dumpling, some rundown, pizza, something. You really ignored all of this, but you can come to social media and speak like you do. And you can't throw no shades. You need to go out there and take up. This thing is getting even worse. Ladies and gentlemen, I will let you listen, Lady V, a bit more. And then I will show you the latest video. Not the one when the daughter, when the open of the caca, when you open of the backside and tongue wheel. It's after that, this video I've made. But I will let you listen to Lady V in a minute. Lady Vagina. What is this? I will let you listen to her in a minute. And let we get down to it. Let's get down to it.
That platform then that come out of control no stone and huff and puff. Because they will not take that to be theirs. Because they're not known as clutchers that steal clothes. But when I say clutcher, who come out here and steal clothes? The person who is known as a clutcher, he's got...
Give me a minute. Me check my WhatsApp, me not see nothing. What is it? What is it? Text me. Text me what is it? Text me now.
Who is the right one? The grandfather? Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them. Who? Your own brother? Then your brother now mess with your daughter, mess with your son. Who? What the...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the life that Lady V have built. To accuse people out here that their grandfather and brothers are sleeping with them. Brothers and all these things. Remember, this is a life that was built by Lady V when she know it's inside of her family. Listen how these people work on social media. This was a life that built by Lady V last year, January. It's a year and a half now. Come here, Lady V. Listen to this life, people. And remember what happened and how she gonna come outside and chew it out like it's somebody else did it. Listen this life.
The right one, me no know the right one.
Listen this.
Who is the right one? The grandfather? Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them. Who? Your own brother? Then your brother now mess with your daughter, mess with your son. Who? Who are the right one? Me no know the right one. So listen. Only because if God forbid something happened to me, my two pit them have to go somewhere, I would let my daughter go with my niece, and I would let my son go with...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is when, after this girl was typing up everything, because I used to call Lady V a lot, you know. Tenil was in the comment section at that time, typing up all the while, but nobody know that only Lady V1 know that was her daughter, and she wouldn't. So she makes this video.
My sister.
Listen good.
Who is the right one? The grandfather? Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them. Who?
Right.
Your own brother? Then your brother now mess with your daughter, mess with your son. Who are the right one? Me don't know the right one.
This is
So
what
listen,
they do.
only because if God forbid something happened to me, my two pit them have to go somewhere, I would let my daughter go with my niece, and I would
That
let
is
my
when she
son
talk like.
go with my sister.
That is when she talk like her daughter is right here with her. And she did everything. So if anything happened to me, look at her. You can't see. I don't know if you don't remember this. Look.
He's a godly little boy, and his auntie's a godly woman. He
Look at that.
right at home. And him and her click and
To
chill.
show you how they lie.
As to my daughter, I would rather for her to live with my niece. Why?
Look.
They're more age compatible. She will understand more things. They will have the same interests, and my niece would stand on top of her juggler to achieve her education the exact way I say it's supposed to go.
You hear this?
Yeah. Other than that, my kids are not going out. My son is 10 years old. He never had a sleepover. And
Listen
he now
good.
have no sleepover at all. I now left here. I feel daddy head of him the quicksilver. So me no want to find out. I remember his daddy head of him the quicksilver, but me no have no head whatsoever. Anybody who in a real life would know me.
People no hear old lady via talk. She's talking like she had her two children there with her. When? Listen this good, you know. Oh no, listen good. Oh, listen again. I will play it back again. Before even. Listen. Come, Lady V. Talk the things that make social media hero you're dangerous.
Who is the right one? The grandfather? Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them. Who? Your own brother? Then your brother now mess with your daughter, mess with your son. Who are the right one? Me don't know the right one.
You hear that?
So listen. Only because if God forbid something happened to me, my two pit them have to go somewhere, I would let my daughter go with my niece, and I would let my son go with my sister. He's a godly little boy, and his auntie's a godly woman. He'd be right at home.
You hear how they
And
lie?
him and her click and chill well. As to my daughter, I would rather for her to live with my niece. Why? They're more age compatible. She will understand more things. They will have the same interests, and my niece would stand on top of her juggler to achieve her education the exact way I say it's supposed to go. Yeah. Other than that, my kids are not going away. My son is 10 years old. He never had a sleepover. And he now have no sleepover at all. I now left here. I feel daddy head of him the quicksilver. So me no want to find out. I remember his daddy head of him the quicksilver, but me no have no head whatsoever. Anybody who in a real life would know me, anybody at Irva know me, Beadle know me, Miss Patient know me, Queen K know me. Who else there would
Eva, Queen K, all of you come here, because this is when the pitney at 20 or 21, she about 23 now or 24, so with a 21, 22, you no come here. Come tell me, say who don't know. Cause remember at the same pitney I got talk, and she was on the live commenting on this. On the live commenting when she always come out and tell lie, but nobody did know Tenil was the daughter. And the same woman this a come out con chat. The great Lady V. Come here, Lady V. Come here, all of where Lady V call. Me could hear the name there. Patient and the rest of
anybody
you.
who know me in a real life will tell us say, for me head no, for me
Your
never have
head no
head.
good. Only listen.
I don't even have a head. So my pitney still in my house. But I want to say to these parents that are not standing up well. I want to say to you parents that are not showing up well.
Uno parents when not show up well. Make me tell you what Lady V a tell you say. That, hey, you think you can do? Oh, me not have nothing to say. Lady V, parents were out there. He's not standing up well. Listen. Lady V say you parents that is out there not standing up well. So, hold on. Before me pass this up, I want to play this. To ask Lady V, where the backside were you standing, in the back or the front? Come here. Lady V, where you did there? You say you carry me a coat. Carry me for this. Lady V.
You just gotta tug, you just gotta be a thug. You just gotta tug it out and don't cry about it, you see? And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like,
Uno come here now. Uno hear what Lady V say. Me I go play back what Lady V say. Pedro, it was nice.
Like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up. Brothers, I had two brothers. My two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up with sexual trauma. So then when I became 18 and then I got raped, it triggered me all over again, and I just dropped out of school. I just drop out of the college. I cut off my ear. And
Uno help me now. Oh, Lady V, if you come out here, come speak about this. Uno help me, Cause me got Jamal,
Who? Your own brother? Then your brother now. A minute. I want to say to you.
Listen this. Me have to put it back down at end. Uno listen now and tell me what Lady V a tell we say. This is them people here. Uno listen. What uno great lady
is
with
the right
subject
one? The grandfather. Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them.
Right.
Your own brother. Then your brother now mess with your daughter, mess with your son. Who are the right one? We don't know the right one. So listen. Only because if God forbid something happened to me, my two pit them have to go somewhere, I would let my daughter go with my niece, and I would let my son go with my sister. He's a godly little boy, and his auntie's a godly woman. He will be right at home. And him and her click and jail well. As for my daughter, I would rather for her to live with my niece. Why? They're more age compatible. She will understand more things. They will have the same interest, and my niece would stand on top of her juggler to achieve her education the exact way I say it's supposed to go.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Other than that, my kids are not going away. My son is 10 years old. He never had a sleepover. And he now have no sleepover at all. He now left here. If he daddy head of him the quicksilver. So me no want to find out. I remember his daddy head of him the quicksilver, but me no have no head whatsoever. Anybody who in a real life will know me. Anybody at Earth know me. Beetle know me. Miss Patient know me. Pinky know me. Who else there would know me in a real life? Anybody here would know me in a real life. Dangerous woman. Me never have head. I don't even have a head. So my fitness still in my house. But I want to say to these parents that are not stuck.
Uno listen so good. It's in our house. Listen to the daughter, listen to the mama this attack. Uno listen good. Her fitness stay in her house.
Who is the right one? The grandfather? Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them. Your own brother. Then your brother now mess with your daughter, mess with your son. Who are the right one? Me don't know the right one. So listen. Only because if God forbid something happened to me, my two pit them have to go somewhere, I would let my daughter go
And our daughter
with
don't
my
know where they
niece,
know.
and I would let
She
my
dey on
son
Instagram
go
from she
with my
live.
sister. He's a godly little boy, and his auntie's a godly woman. He'll be right at
And she have to
home.
go yam the Bible.
And him and her click and jail well. As to my daughter, I would rather for her to live with my niece. Why? They're more age compatible. She will understand more things. They would have the same interest, and my niece would stand on top of her juggler to achieve her education the exact way I say it's supposed to.
Oh, murder.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Other than that, my kids is not going on. My son is 10 years old. He never had a sleepover. And he now have no sleepover at all. I now left here. I feel daddy head having the quicksilver. So me no want to find out. I remember his daddy head having the quicksilver, but me no have no head whatsoever. Anybody who in a real life would know me, anybody at Irvine know me, Beadle know me, Miss Patient know me, Queen K know me. Who else here would know me in a real life? Anybody here would know me in a real life would tell us, say, for me head no, for me never have a head. I don't even have a head. So my pitness still in my house. But I want to say to these parents that are not standing up well. I want to say to you parents that are not showing up well.
Yep.
For your duty.
Oh, no, hear that? You parents that is not showing up well. Listen.
You're not, come on, man, you're not there. The children screaming to other persons.
You hear it?
And they can't tell you no. You occupy yourself with your shocked up life, with your manner, your little old floops woman or whatever.
Oh, no, listen.
And you don't even give your kids a minute. Another thing, you just take up any man or any woman and move them in for the children. No, man.
You hear what she said? You're moving man by your pitney. You come talk to me and tell me what Lady V has said to the world. You tell me what Lady V has said.
A year man and our man, so none move them in by your kids. You go to road go meet your man and take your man, or go to road go meet your woman and take your woman, and moving all kind of crosses for your children. Because you meet these people, you're not even vet them. You don't even know anything about them. You have not done a background check. If you all never had interaction with a rape victim, I have had it several times. I think I've had it one
Ladies,
time too.
ladies,
It's almost like a numbing thing to me now. I've had it near and I've had it far. I've seen it close up and I've seen it wide lens. You know, I didn't use it, sweetie. I kind of figure what's going on with it. You know what, crazy? Most Jamaican don't do these when they go abroad because American Canadian, they know they don't play around with the crimes. Matter of fact, most Jamaican behave themselves. Behave themselves abroad. They do these in Jamaica because they believe they can get away with it. Or maybe they believe they have somebody that will cover for them. But I want to tell us we have to stop the covering for, and we have to stop the shielding and the protecting. We have to put on the family name. It's about time that we come out and just call out the name and talk who we are.
All right, Lady V. We want you call out that name here. Please, Lady V. And you say it's about time how long now. Come on, Lady V, discuss this. Oh no, listen, she said if you call, it's about time we talk about the family member them who sleep with
you. Just gotta talk, you know, just gotta be a thug. You just gotta tug it out and don't cry about it, you see? And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, you know, they forced forced me to do that. You know, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up brothers. I had two brothers. They sexually, my two brothers, they did stuff to me. Like, they forced me to give them, you know, they forced me to do that. You know, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old.
Lady V, you say if you call them out, come out here, Lady V, come call them out, because you know who. And you alone can call them out, Lady V. There is nobody else out here.
Your own brother, then your brother not mess with your daughter.
4.
Leave themselves abroad. They do these in Jamaica because
Listen to this lady.
they can get away with it. Or maybe they believe they have somebody that will cover for them. But I want to tell us we have to stop the covering for, and we have to stop the shielding and the protecting. We have to put on the family name.
Yes,
it's
lady.
about time that we come out and just call out the name and talk who we are talking about. You see this thing where someone we are talking about, and we not talk about. No, man, one of the time you have to just talk out the name, shame them and rip them down and tear them down and fling them aside when the family.
Lady V, me want you come out, come tear down them here, and rip them down and show say, yes, you is a motivation speaker, you is a woman advocate. Lady V, this is your daughter. On live and social media, crying out for help. Do you know this lady?
You just gotta tug it out and don't cry about it, you see. And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me. Like, they forced me to give them, you know, they forced me to do that. You know, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old.
Come here,
I was like
lady,
9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up brothers. I had two brothers. My two brothers, they did stuff to me. Like, they forced me to give them, you know, they forced me to do that. You know, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up with.
So Lady V, you said, come people, the great lady we have the Umachi subject, the woman advocate, the motivation speaker, the counselor. This is your words. Come on social media and call them out and bring them down. It's not me, sister. Come here, lady vagina.
Then the grandfather now finger the little pit them.
Hold on, we're not talking about the grandfather now, Lady V. We are talking about
they have somebody that will cover for them. But I want to tell us we have to stop the covering for, and we have to stop the shielding and the protecting. We have to put on the family name. It's about time that we come out and just call out the name and talk who we are talking about.
Call out the
this
two
thing where
brother
we are
name.
talking about and we not talk about. No, man, one of the time you have to just talk out the name, shame them and rip them down and tear them down and fling them aside. When the family sees what's going on, they will have to rise up and become a part of the movement. They will have to become a part of the solution. As long as we're this silent, we are part of the problem. Silent is complicit. When you don't speak, you're not helping.
Yes, Lady V. Silent, are you, sister?
When you don't speak, you are not.
Make we carry back down there. Lady V, where you say and this a for a 9-year-old we want it on social media. Make we come back from back. Come here, Lady V.
They do things in Jamaica because they believe they can get away with it.
Landlord calling Lady V to the front of the class.
But I want to tell us we have to stop the covering for, and we have to stop the shielding and the protecting. We have to put on the family name. It's about time that we come out and just call out the name and talk who we are talking about. You see this thing where some we are talking about, and we not talk about. No man, one of the time you have to just talk out the name, shame them and rip them down and tear them down and fling them aside. When the family sees what's going on, they will have to rise up and become a part of the movement. They will have to become a part of the solution. As long as we're this silent, we are part of the problem. Silent is complicit. When you don't speak, you're not helping. When you don't speak, you are not helping. When you see something and you never said anything, you're not helping. Your silence is not helping.
People don't help me now.
Your silence is support.
I'm not lying. It's Lady V doing a live.
Sometimes you know this is all your family is, and you're letting them go as predators and other persons. I may have a daughter, and I may decide, okay, my sister live X place, I'm going to send my daughter to my sister, or I'm going to send her by my brother, which is her uncle. And I'm thinking these persons have a different understanding as to what guardianship should be. Which one of them are called? I know I say. But you know, lad got value. Remember saying, okay, no, you can't tell me that. No, man.
You see what people are here dry?
And that is what a lot of us has been subjected to. Carry the pain and the shame of the family.
That's what
parents, I want to encourage you. Your children need you now more than ever. Parents, your children needs you now more than ever before.
Your daughter needs you now more than ever.
For those of you distant mother.
For you, those of you distant mother, listen this. This is the last video without the whole heap of body business. Listen to our last video. This is Lady V daughter last video. Listen good. We all me I got just come with it and come with it like how it is.
Gotta tug it out and don't cry about it, isn't it? And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up brothers. I had two brothers. My two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up with sexual trauma. So then when I became 18 and then I got raped, it triggered me all over again, and I just dropped out of school. I just dropped out of the college. I cut off my ear. But I like to laugh about it. I like to laugh. So you know what I like to say?
Listen that.
Thank God for them, I know how to.
That's all she know how to suck.
Because if you don't laugh, you can relative them, I babysit my pick me them.
Listen this.
Oh my. Yeah, don't answer them. Girl, dead relative them, I babysit my pick me them. Oh my. Yeah, don't answer with me now. Abortion, woot, kill them, woot. Woot, anti-abortion every day, woot. We do want to have the baby in a few months.
So here I know. No. This is Lady V. Her daughter come out now and say the pastor and relative them. Her baby should sit all I pick them where she breed and get. At 23 or 24-year-old. This is her last video that she make. Let's go back to the distant woman I call other mother dirty and what other mother do. Let's go back to it. Hold on, you know me have to run
the
it back.
grandfather now finger the little pit them. I done more.
Make quick talk you back.
When you don't speak, you are not helping. When you see something and you never said anything, you're not helping.
What Jesus? Oh, no, listen here.
Your silence is not helping. Your silence is support.
Yeah. I share self, share talk about
sometimes you know
this
is
learn
your
this.
family is, and you're letting them go as predators and other persons. I may have a daughter, and I may decide, okay, my sister live X place, I'm gonna send my daughter to my sister, or I'm gonna send her by my brother, which is her uncle. And I'm thinking these persons have a different understanding as to what guardianship should be. Which one of them are called? I know I say. But you know, lad got value. Remember saying, no, you can't tell me that. No, man, no.
You hear her? And she
And
knows
that is what
herself.
a lot of us has been subjected to. Carry the pain and the shame of the family. Parents, I want to encourage you. Your children need you more, more than ever. Parents, your children needs you now more than ever before.
You hear that, parents?
For those of you distant mothers, I am telling you,
the distant mothers,
this Mother's Day, nobody celebrate nothing. Just sit this one out. Just sit your little ass out for this Mother's Day. You hear me tell you? Don't bother celebrating nothing. I know of a similar case. Hold on.
The similar case as she, you know.
The men, 3 who was able to flee, fled, and the one who was just been watch man was charged. You see that? This is not just happening in Jamaica or with Jamaica. It is worldwide thing. Right here in Antigua, it has just kept hush because of shame. How many salmon you have heard in the past? Mary, remember this is my direct line of communication, you know. Mary, this is my direct line of communication. Same place here in Antigua, there was a little girl who 13 men line up in All Saints and take turn to have sex with a few years ago. It happens everywhere. It has nothing to do with country. It has nothing to do with nationality. It has to do with depraved mind. That is what it has to do with. Yeah? Remember some time ago, a little boy had done similar stuff, a teenager boy, and he had complete the whole thing as in it ended fatally. You all recall?
You know why
so I am just saying to us parents, we're going to have to put in an extra hand. We're going to have to protect them some more. And let me tell you all parents that seems to think once the child turn 18, the child need to move from the nest egg and go live outside. Yeah, 13 men.
There you are going?
13, 1-3. I tell some people sometimes, if you hear other person's story, you would scream from here to Bellevue. You would just start to just run and scream till you get to the Bellevue. Okay? Because you don't want to know. You just don't want to.
Just come out and use their problem to put on other people.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Be decent, woman.
I know little girls that their grandfather messing with them and messing with them. And the little girl want the government to know, and the mother decide can't take down family image, family have a business. Who is the right one? The grandfather?
So you reach yourself. The grandfather, after me tell you now, Listen good, you know what Lady Via say, no?
With your daughter, mess with your son, who?
I'll put it back up there.
It's Mother's Day, nobody celebrate nothing. Just sit this one out. Just sit your little ass out for this Mother's Day. You hear me tell you? Don't bother celebrating nothing. I know of a similar case. Hold on. The men 3 who was able to flee fled, and the one
she
who
can't
was
enjoy this Mother's Day, and she tell Uno not enjoy neither.
Was charged. You see that? This is not just happening in Jamaica or in Jamaica. It is a worldwide thing. Right here in India, it is just kept hush hush because of shame. How many sermon you have heard in the past? Mary, remember this is my direct line of communication, you know.
Listener.
Mary, this is my direct line of communication. Same place here in Antigua.
Look at the witch place.
13 men line up.
Look at her.
All saints and take turn to have.
Look at the witch.
A few years ago.
One other appearance.
It happens everywhere. It has nothing to do with country. It has nothing to do with nationality. It has to do with depraved mind. That is what it has to do with.
Can't take care of the problem.
Remember some time ago, a little boy had done similar stuff, a teenager boy, and he had completed the whole thing, as in it ended fatally. You all recall? So I am just saying to us parents, we're gonna have to put in an extra hand. We're gonna have to protect them some more. And let me tell you all parents that seems to think once a child turns 18, the child need to move from the nest egg and go live outside. Yeah, 13 men. 13, 1-3.
That's why she loves Kingston 13.
I tell some people sometimes, if you hear other person's story, you would scream from here to Bellevue.
Personality come right.
You would just start to just run and scream till you get to the Bellevue. Okay? Because you don't want to know. You just don't want to know. It is a lot. It is a lot. I know little girls that their grandfather messing with them and messing with them. And the little girl want the government to know, and the mother decide can't take down family image, family have a business.
That's why the girl talk on social media, cause Lady Via ID.
From the time me hear, me never even pass back there and buy nothing from them, you know.
Yeah, you hear this?
I never even pass back.
From she hear. And she
right?
You know,
because I don't understand what you really say. You bring grandpa to the police and make them lock up grandpa who take over the business and run the business. The business is not for dead behind grandpa. As a matter of fact, the child is supposed to get the business too. We've been talking about this topic so often now because it's always popping up. A 12-year-old in this country, a 7-year-old 2 days ago. Y'all don't know. Sometimes y'all don't know. Sometimes I can't even have my meals. Sometimes I see my food, I don't even have appetite for it. Some things I have to look at, see, hear, know.
I'm not listening to this.
Excuse me?
I'm not help me with this story.
Really?
May I watch the comment section? May I see comment?
Men,
Ladies,
I want to ask y'all, what have we done to y'all so much? Why y'all hate us so much? Why you all hate us so much? What is it? I thought the understanding is a woman came from the rib of a man and that, you know, we were so close to you. And you were going to love us. And you were going to protect us. And you were going to make sure that we were whole and we were well. This can be the going forward position. 5 grown own ass men in Jamaica. So I'm wondering
Yeah,
now,
them a blame Jamaica when
how do I go
when
back to
when
Jamaica if
Antigua.
I want to go to Jamaica to live? Because I'm a Jamaican. What if I decide I'm going back home to live?
You see how them blame Jamaica for them dirty life when they
I can't leave my son for walk go up at the shop. Some people in Jamaica told me something a few days ago. Two auntie or two cousins, something of the sort, rape the nephew. I don't allow my children a lot of leverage and a lot of freedom. I want to shield them from every weather, every storm. I want to shield them from every arrow, every ray, every curse, every destruction. I want to shield them because my belly can't take it. Mothers, fathers, have some kids in your home that are by God so lost. They're standing on the edge. I can't. Each one of them that take the turn should die a death for each one of them. No, can't tell me something. That girl they need constant supervision. Because if we don't listen good, it breaks in million pieces. For the mother of that child. My heart breaks for the father of that child. My heart breaks for the sibling of that child. But when I tell you tonight, my soul is weeping, my heart is bleeding, my head is hurting, my mind is working, and God, I don't see what justice. There should be no justice for these, five men, or five stooges, or five whatever. And that is why when persons make it seem like Jamaicans have a certain mindset, a depraved mindset, the way they will tackle something, I really have to side with them on this one, That young man should not have made it into a police vehicle, or those young men, should not have made it into a police vehicle or into a police station. I don't believe those young
people no help me now. Help me. Oh, not help me, man. This seems like foolishness. How many people was on that live saying amen, hallelujah?
You just gotta talk. You just gotta be a thug. You just gotta tug it out and don't cry about it. You see? And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had two brothers, my two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up brothers. I had two brothers. My two brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, they forced me to do that, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my two blood brothers, and they were older than me. So I already grew up with sexual trauma. So then when I became 18 and then I got raped, it triggered me all over again, and I just dropped out of school. I just drop out of the...
Lady V, come tell the people them what you really have said. And I tell, see all them people have stay? That's why people think so bad about Jamaica, because of these people who leave the country. And go out.
What the right one? Me don't know.
And tell life on Jamaica.
I don't see what justice. There should be no justice for these
people. No help me say justice
five men or five stooges
For
or
the
five
daughter,
whatever.
justice.
And that is
That's
why
when
when
she be
persons
like,
make it seem like Jamaicans have a certain mindset, a depraved mindset, the way they will tackle something, I really have to side with them on this one, you know. That young man should not have made it into a police vehicle, or those young men, rather, sorry, should not have made it into a police vehicle or into a police station. I don't believe those young men are entitled to any form of justice, like regular justice for regular people. Hey, take a minute. That child may never be able to conceive children going forward, okay? She may end up having bowel issue. And just think. Let's go there. I know it's hard for us to go there, but let's go there. Think about what that would have done to her mentally. Francisca, how are you doing, darling? Good night. How was your day, sweet girl? Right? Think about it, St. Louis. Good night. Think about it. Just pause for a minute. I am hungry. I am so hungry. And this is what I don't understand about my country people. When they're supposed to tear them up like a lion, they're not doing nothing. And the innocent little bystander, when they make no sense, they're ripping them. Oh, how the hell did this man get into police custody? How did they, I keep saying man, because like I can't wrap my brain around the whole men thing. How did these men make it into a police custody? Where were the men when we needed them? What happened to the times when they would tie them and beat them and light them? What happened to that time? How depraved of a heart can any human being have that you would go and do such to a child? It is one thing, and it's none of it is right in any way, shape, or form. But one man raping a woman is already an ordeal. And as a vaginal rape, a 13-year-old child, in most cases, they wouldn't be out there. They wouldn't be exposed. The father spoke. Somebody said, Anne-Marie said, even turn himself in with a lawyer. Can you imagine? So now you know you need a lawyer. So before you never know you need a bloody psychiatrist. You're mad. You now know. You're sensible enough and sane enough to know. You need a lawyer to take you to the police. But you did not know that you needed a psychiatrist. You didn't know you needed a shrink. You didn't know that you were crazy. You needed to check yourself into a mental hospital. You did not know that. When did you find out that you're sane enough to know, if I go down to the station, I might get a couple bullets? So you know what? Let me go find a lawyer. So now you're sane enough to have money to give to a lawyer, right? You're sane enough to know that your life's supposed to matter and you're supposed to be protected, because that's the right of every human being. But when you took the right from the child, that didn't count for anything. When you were all taking turns sodomizing the little child, punishing the little child, crucifying the little child, didn't it occur to any one of you? I can't see Latoya.
Hello, people. Yeah, justice for Tenille. Thank you, sweetheart. I alone put you up. Everybody upon your life silent. And this woman says she out here protesting for. You hear she say? That child, that pitney, maybe don't be able to bring another pitney. You hear what the daughter said last day? Team abortion. Team abortion. She know well what she been doing.
Evelyn, Shirley, Queen K, and I go someplace.
Evelyn, Queen K, Shirley.
Strut up and fight and go out the thing. And all of we pop out knife and say we are going to stab and kill. I believe one of us, if it's even just one of us, would be able to say, nah, man.
One of you, and it's only you. Only you put up justice for Tenille. All the rest of women will sit down on the live. Don't feel like it is justice. This seems like, number one, this mother know exactly what she's doing. And nobody is putting up justice for Tenille. This is a young lady like myself, but I am tough. I didn't have a mother. This is a mother. That's what she's short of. Who comes out here tonight and says, I have my mother in my house. And she come out and push things on us.
No, we're getting there must be one voice of empathy. So where was the empathy for the child? This is a world problem. It's part of the human condition, dark parts of the human heart. Somebody could have said, somebody. This 5 men born of 5 women. Not one of those sons of bitches never see it in a sense to say, you know what happened?
Put up justice for Tenille.
I can't do this.
All the rest.
I come from above and tell you the truth. Let's die say V, my heart can't take this one. Jungle
but God
justice
never
is needed.
Thank you, Jenny.
Not one thought I am from a
Thank
woman.
you, not one.
And I can't do this to a woman, more so a child. A 13-years-old child that is not even a big body 13. You will see, you could see a mistake in it. Like, really? Must be one, that's what I'm saying. She must have been screaming. Are you saying to me that during that ordeal, come on guys, we're grown folks here, we know what sexual intercourse is involved. And we know that sexual intercourse can be quite painful at times. For us grown women that have given birth and have children. To think 5 big stone-ass grown.
Lady V, 2 big stone-ass brothers that you don't want to bring to the front get together with a 9-year-old and you know about it. And you sit your dirty ass coming out on social media, bringing down my country where it never even happened.
But, you know, they say things happen in life, and you just gotta talk, you know, you just gotta be a thug.
I'm bringing down the woman of
Jamaica. Don't cry about it, you see. And the thing for me too, the reason why it triggered me so badly was because when I was a child, my brothers, I had 2 brothers, my 2 brothers, they did stuff to me, like, they forced me to give them, you know, they forced me to do that, you know, they did sexual stuff to me. So at that time, I was like 9 years old. I was like 9, and those are my 2 blood brothers. And
ladies and gentlemen, no man, I don't like how the comment section are running. I don't like how the comment section are running. I don't like how the comments uno na communicate. Uno act like yes, she's right. It's her 9-year-old. Anything can happen, no justice now have to come, and it never happened in Jamaica, but Jamaica get the blame for it. And it Jamaican woman who live here because them they are foreign. So they come out to social media and show the public like it's our country. And it's the dons who do it. What happened to you people? I am going to show you a letter that is written on Tenil page. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not hate Tenil. I feel Tenil pain. Until this day, Lady V have never addressed this. She addressed everything else. But let's go. Me not tell them where me I go. Because when you say that, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a letter that she wrote on her page. And not even that, this lady would even look at. She closed her eyes. I saw it. Let's read this. Let's read this letter. If I can find it anyway. 1,000 page. I don't remember where it at, but I saw it last. Here it is. It's the right one. This is the letter from Tenil page, and I will show you. Let's put this. Can you see it? If we are ever out drinking and I get drunk and start crying about all my two brothers sexually assaulted me as a child and my father did nothing about it, instead of saying it's happened, and then years later, one of the same brothers friend RAPE me, please just let me cry, cause I have been hurt inside daily since, and I haven't got the chance to cry about it to anyone yet. See there? Please read it. And the mother sits. Let me put you up and make you not see it good. The mother sits on social media. If everybody put a piece, like she a quote not. Yeah. Everybody put a piece, Lady V sitting. Here is it. There is it. This is a cry. This is not something that you want to put on your page. Here's a girl. That's Tenil. This is not something you want to put on your page. And there's many more on the page. And this lady sits here on social media every damn day, fasting at people business. You want tell me say there is no time Lady V ever thinking herself to step out to this justice? Have anybody on here ever look this show her well? Okay, I'm gonna show you her hug up with her mother just to show what I'm talking that you don't even believe it's a lie. She had it on her page. She don't put up none of the double body, the butter peel one side, the tongue in their wheel. No. It's all about her. And she want to come out and blame Jamaican woman for her mistake And even until this day, none of us in Jamaica, none of us in Jamaica know those two boys away from the mother who protects them. She knows them. She knows it. She don't want to talk about it. She don't want to do nothing. And if she get closer to this thing, this girl wouldn't be on social. Look, hold on. I'm mostly about she. She only put her one time. Let me see. Hold on. Here, she make a video, but she only recognize her daughter one time. Wait. No, I don't want to friend this. I want to back I start. Let me see if me get the I start. Alright, yeah, me did. 0, 0. This is the only time she recognize. You see it? That's this one. Let me put you out there, me pause it. She added her on her page. I can go down in there. Look if it's not the same girl. Wait, it have to go to 0, 0. She put her at the first part, just barely put her on. And then all the rest of this video is V alone. No, man. Still, me I tell her she put her at the last little part of the video. You know, as the video start, hold on, me carry. You have to carry guys 0. Everything else, it's V. So you now have to go ask. I think it will start like that now. No? Well, anyway, let me go down on V page, go show now. I'll search it till I find one. Hold on. It's all about this video she makes her mother and daughter. See that? That's the girl. 5 seconds, not even 5 seconds, a tweet. But when you watch the whole video, it's all about the mama alone. All right, look. You have to bring up a video. Bring it back down. See it there? That's all she put there. So I will go down in her page and show you. I think she put one picture, something in there. You see how she do it? If you watch the whole of that video, if you're here enough fast, you don't see that young lady. She started with her, but very fast. Just a peek. So she know what she doing. And that video was made 3 days ago or something like that. Just a peek. But I'm sure she have her somewhere down there. I'm searching. Son. Hey. And these are the things where you go out in a Jamaica, and when you really see all these things and hear these things from Jamaican and the way they speak it, you do believe them. And they blame it all on the Jamaica. People, come on. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Stop doing this to our country. This lady is bad. This is not about Tenille and her lifestyle. She was forced to be like this. And the person who forced her to be like this, you woman are endorsing this woman. Yeah, because of the smile, the words she speaks. It's the devil in disguise. Go on her page, search it. See how far she took her. She make a video with 25 pictures of herself. And just when the video started, she put up that girl. This woman is only in it for the money. She used that pitney as a money mule. I can tell you when early was this lady, what this little girl was put to on live. Ladies and gentlemen, I reached November 22 and me can't find no picture she away from the little one will come from. But let's go to the earliest age. The early age that this little angel at that time was exposed to the world. Who could this be? I don't know. But I thought, as I heard Valine speak, she's supposed to be in control and position at this time, because she was a well-kept mother. All that she did, she feel not sorry for it, because she feel within herself that you people on social media will justify her because of her words that she speaks, because of the way that she attired herself with all these wigs, all these bleaching cream, and all of this. The world won't see her as the person that she is. But just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, your pitney, at what age? 2013. So at 11 or 10 years old, they were exposed to social media full time, telling man that they are going to get shower and all these things. Actually, because she have the words, she have her money cow, and that's what she is using this young lady for. Her money cow. She feels like she can come on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not transfer them. I'll surely make another live and show them to you. I have proof that this young lady was on this beautiful soul, young, small, sinless soul was put out there from 2013. What do you expect to happen? Plus, they already used her from 9 years old. And when she was 2013, she exposed to Twitter with her own page. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to understand what me are saying. The phone that we are using now, that's where it is. She was exposed to Twitter 2013. And not that she was so bold to say she's going to, all the comments that I have, I'm going to the bath to take a bath, who is coming with me, and she was fully exposed at 2013. She's now 23, I think, or 24. So that means between 10 and 11 years old. There is two brothers out there. If Lady Vagina does not take those two brothers to justice, you hear what Lady Vagina say? Those pitney will never bring forth a next pitney. Do you hear the last video that this pitney make? This young lady, a 24-year-old, is saying, Team Bosh, how many I dash away? And who is keeping them? And Lady V is a child cult. You never hear about a child cult? Lady V is a child Not continue, cult. You staying right there. Not even a block you. She is a child cult. And she tried to paint this on all Jamaican women. You hear it for your own ears. We mothers who stand up and would have rather go to a road, go give a backers to get some food for them instead of put the veal meat in front. This mother put the veal meat in front for her to go to college and learn all of this to come here. The cow never woke up in twin pum pum. The cow put up the veal meat in front. Can't you guys see this? Well, if you don't see it tonight, you will never see it. Can't you guys see how these so-called people with their education bring down Jamaica? It happened not in Jamaica, but in a small island. But they sit in their ass saying that they have so many subjects. We are a woman advocate. You see? We are this and we are that. When they know deep down that they are taking down the country, they are taking down the women's them in this country, while all of this can be solved in an easy way of bringing these two brothers to justice. These brothers supposed to bring to justice. Any day, Lady V bring these two brothers to justice as she speak. That justice must give. You must not hide them. Any day she bring them to justice. This young lady that is going to waste can be so much. At this moment, she's going to waste. And she's still going to waste because this lady would never ever stand up for her wrong. And the pastor sister will say, "Ma pray for me. If bad things happen to me when me tell her she have to go name the Bible." Pastor sister, boil porridge with the Bible and sip it. You have to go boil porridge with the Bible and sip it. I don't know where you are going to use it in the sheet. Them use little flour or little cornstarch. This is what you're supposed to pray for. Are you eating from the veal meat? Me only asking, sister. A friend a true in the church come in where you are telling say every grinding, you have to put on something for God. God no want money. And God no want to see you, neither Lady V. Go back to yourself and think. Lady V, find back this video and listen to it. Please. And see where you can save this young lady. She still can't save. And left out of people business on social media. Lady V, your business just stagnant so a wheel run like a wingworm in the water. Clean up your business first. And ladies and gentlemen, please do have a blessed night. I never not bother with no mix up now. Nothing. I never want to tie out this. I see you early in the morning with the real mix up. Love you. Please like up the live. Please subscribe to the live. And have a blessed night.